Ladies and gentlemen, let's get real for a moment. We live in a world where disrespect is all too common. It's everywhere you look in the workplace, on social media, even in our own homes. It's easy to react, to lash out, to let anger bubble over when someone crosses a line. But here's the truth: staying quiet in the face of disrespect takes far more strength than you might realize. It's not about being weak. It's about knowing your worth and choosing your battles wisely. When someone disrespects you, they're throwing down a challenge. They want a reaction, they want to provoke you. But what if you don't give them that power? What if you rise above? Silence is a powerful tool. It's not about ignoring the offense, it's about asserting your dignity in a way that demands respect without stooping to their level. Think about it. When you respond to disrespect with composure, you're not just protecting your peace, you're setting a standard. You're saying, I'm not going to engage in the negativity you're trying to stir up. People notice that. They start to recognize that you're a force to be reckoned with, someone who doesn't need to shout to be heard. And let me tell you, there's a strength in restraint. You don't have to justify your feelings to anyone. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your silence. Instead, you channel that energy into something productive. Whether it's pursuing your goals, honing your skills, or simply cultivating your inner peace, that's where your focus should lie. Remember, staying quiet doesn't mean you're weak, it means you're wise. It means you're prioritizing your self-respect over the fleeting satisfaction of a heated exchange. So the next time someone tries to bring you down with disrespect, hold your head high. Walk away if you have to, but do it with grace. Because in the end, it's not about them, it's about you, your journey, and the legacy you choose to leave behind. Disrespect is a fundamental issue we encounter daily, manifesting in various environments from professional settings to social interactions and even in our closest relationships. It can take many forms: a condescending remark from a colleague, a dismissive comment on social media, or even a slight from a friend or family member. This omnipresence can create a toxic atmosphere that wears down our self-esteem and undermines our sense of belonging. In the workplace, for example, disrespect can hinder collaboration and innovation. A lack of respect among team members stifles communication, leading to misunderstandings and conflicts. When people feel disrespected, their motivation dwindles, which can ultimately affect the entire team's productivity. On social media, disrespect has become almost normalized. Trolls and keyboard warriors often hide behind screens, unleashing vitriol that can be damaging to individuals' mental health. This online culture can create a fear of expression, causing people to censor themselves rather than risk being attacked. Even within our homes, where we seek comfort and safety, disrespect can rear its ugly head. Family dynamics can be complicated, and conflicts can arise that lead to hurtful words and actions. This can leave lasting scars, impacting relationships for years to come. Recognizing that disrespect exists all around us is crucial. It reminds us that we're not alone in facing these challenges. By acknowledging this reality, we empower ourselves to choose how we respond to it. Instead of succumbing to the negativity, we can consciously decide to rise above it, preserving our dignity and self-respect. Understanding this pervasive nature of disrespect can serve as the first step in transforming our responses and fortifying our resolve against it. Responding with silence in the face of disrespect demonstrates greater strength than reacting with anger or aggression. In moments of confrontation, it's easy to let emotions take the reins, to lash out, or to retaliate with hurtful words of your own. This immediate response may offer a fleeting sense of satisfaction, but it rarely leads to a constructive outcome. Instead, it often escalates tensions and creates a cycle of negativity that can be difficult to break. Choosing silence, on the other hand, reflects a deep inner strength. It signifies that you have the self-control to rise above the provocation, recognizing that engaging in a petty exchange is not worth your energy. When you stay quiet, you assert that you won't be dragged down into a dispute that doesn't serve you. This doesn't mean you're powerless, rather, it shows you are in control of your emotions and reactions. Furthermore, silence can be an incredibly powerful statement. It often leaves the other person feeling uncomfortable, as they are denied the reaction they were seeking. By withholding your response, you can shift the power dynamic. They may begin to question their own behavior, and in some cases, it may even prompt them to reconsider their words or actions. Staying silent allows you to maintain your dignity and composure, which speaks volumes about your character. It sets an example for others about how to handle disrespect. In a world where many people react impulsively, choosing to remain calm and collected stands out as a sign of maturity and wisdom. Ultimately, this choice requires introspection and self-awareness. It takes a conscious effort to resist the urge to respond in kind when faced with disrespect. By cultivating this strength, you not only protect your own peace of mind, but also affirm your self-worth. You demonstrate that you value yourself enough to rise above petty disputes and remain focused on what truly matters in your life. In doing so, you create a space for respect to flourish both for yourself and those around you. Knowing your worth and selectively engaging in conflicts that truly matter is crucial in navigating the complexities of disrespect. In a world that often provokes us to react impulsively, it becomes essential to take a step back and evaluate what truly deserves our attention and energy. Every interaction presents an opportunity for growth, learning, or unfortunately conflict. However, not every conflict warrants our engagement. When someone disrespects you, it can feel personal, igniting feelings of anger, hurt, or frustration. Yet, it's important to remember that their behavior often reflects their own issues rather than your worth. Recognizing this distinction allows you to maintain perspective. By understanding that their disrespect is more about them than you empower yourself to decide whether or not it's worth your time to respond. Choosing your battles wisely means focusing on issues that align with your values and principles. Not every slight or insult requires a reaction. In many cases, responding only gives power to the disrespectful behavior. Instead, prioritize conflicts that genuinely affect you, your well-being, or your goals. This selective engagement enables you to conserve your emotional and mental resources for matters that truly matter, whether it's standing up for yourself in a significant way or addressing behavior that consistently undermines your respect. Moreover, this approach fosters healthier relationships. By not reacting to every act of disrespect, you create a space for more meaningful communication. People begin to recognize that you won't engage in negativity for its own sake, which can encourage more respectful interactions in the future. It sets a precedent for how you wish to be treated, signaling to others that you value mutual respect over petty disputes. Ultimately, knowing your worth is about embracing your identity and understanding that your time and energy are precious. By being discerning about where you invest these resources, you create a life that reflects your values and aspirations. This selective engagement not only protects your peace, but also enhances your overall resilience, enabling you to face genuine challenges with a clear mind and unwavering strength. Staying quiet in the face of disrespect is not merely a passive reaction, it is a powerful assertion of dignity and self-control. When confronted with hurtful comments or actions, the instinctual response for many is to retaliate or defend themselves immediately. However, responding with composure and silence, instead of engaging in a tit-for-tat confrontation, reveals a profound understanding of the situation. It demonstrates that you refuse to stoop to a level that is beneath you. Choosing silence allows you to maintain your dignity. It's a way of saying, I know who I am, and I will not allow your disrespect to define me. This reaction holds more weight than any angry retort could ever convey. It communicates to the other person and to yourself that you have the power to control your responses. This sense of self-control is often more impactful than any verbal exchange, as it signals strength and resolve. Moreover, silence can act as a tool for reflection. When you take a moment to pause instead of reacting, you create space to evaluate the situation and your feelings. This moment allows you to assess whether the disrespect is worth your engagement or if it is better to let it slide. Often, in the heat of the moment, emotions can cloud judgment. By remaining silent, you grant yourself the opportunity to respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively, which can lead to more constructive outcomes. This choice also disrupts the cycle of negativity. Disrespect often thrives on reaction. It's like a flame fed by the oxygen of anger and retaliation. When you choose silence, you starve that flame, forcing the disrespectful party to confront the reality of their own actions without the satisfaction of a response. This can cause them to reconsider their behavior as they realize that their words did not have the desired effect. In addition, practicing silence in the face of disrespect can serve as a powerful example for others. It shows that responding with anger or hostility is not the only option. This can encourage those around you to consider their reactions and adopt a more composed approach in similar situations. Ultimately, choosing silence in the face of disrespect is an act of self-empowerment, signaling that you are grounded in your self-worth and that you will not allow negativity to disrupt your peace. It reflects a mature understanding that true strength lies not in responding to every slight, but in maintaining your dignity and composure regardless of the circumstances. By remaining composed in the face of disrespect, you set a standard for how you expect to be treated, which is essential in building and maintaining healthy relationships. When you respond with calmness rather than anger, you establish a clear boundary that communicates your values and expectations. It sends a powerful message to others: disrespectful behavior is not acceptable in your presence. This approach encourages mutual respect. When people see that you refuse to engage in negativity, they are more likely to rethink their own actions and words. They begin to understand that your silence is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your strength and self-assurance. In this way, your response or lack thereof creates an environment where respect becomes the norm rather than the exception. Additionally, setting this standard can have a ripple effect. Your actions may inspire those around you to adopt a similar approach when faced with disrespect. When others witness your ability to maintain composure, they might feel empowered to do the same. This collective shift in behavior can lead to healthier interactions within your social or professional circles, fostering an atmosphere of understanding and consideration. Moreover, establishing this boundary helps to cultivate a sense of self-respect. By refusing to engage with disrespectful behavior, you reinforce your self-worth and demonstrate that you value your own peace of mind. This act of self-care encourages others to recognize and respect your boundaries, ultimately leading to more meaningful and constructive relationships. In the long run, setting a standard of respect can also enhance your emotional well-being. Constantly engaging in conflict drains energy and can lead to increased stress and anxiety. By choosing to respond with silence and composure, you protect your mental health and maintain a sense of inner peace. This doesn't mean you tolerate disrespect. Rather, it signifies that you're committed to fostering a positive environment for yourself and those around you. Ultimately, setting a standard through your responses creates a framework for how you want to be treated. It builds a foundation of respect and understanding that can strengthen your relationships, empower those around you, and reinforce your self-worth. In a world where disrespect can be rampant, choosing to remain calm and composed becomes a revolutionary act that promotes a culture of respect and dignity for all. Focusing on your personal growth and the legacy you wish to leave is an essential aspect of navigating disrespectful encounters. When you prioritize your journey, you create a framework for making decisions that align with your values and aspirations. This perspective shifts the emphasis from reacting to others' negativity to actively pursuing what matters most to you. When confronted with disrespect, it's easy to get distracted by the emotional turmoil that such experiences can evoke. However, by consciously redirecting your energy towards self-improvement, you transform a potentially damaging situation into an opportunity for personal development. This could involve setting new goals, learning new skills, or working on your emotional resilience. Each time you choose to invest in your growth, rather than engage in conflict, you reinforce a mindset of empowerment and purpose. Focus on growth encourages a long-term perspective. When you concentrate on the legacy you want to leave behind, you start to evaluate your actions and responses in light of that vision. You recognize that engaging in petty conflicts or reacting impulsively to disrespect could detract from the positive impact you wish to create. This realization can guide your choices, helping you stay aligned with your values even in challenging situations. As you pursue personal growth, you also cultivate resilience. Life is full of obstacles, and learning to navigate disrespectful encounters equips you with valuable skills for future challenges. Each experience becomes a lesson that contributes to your overall development, helping you build the strength and wisdom needed to tackle larger issues down the road. This process fosters a mindset of continuous improvement, reinforcing the idea that every challenge can be transformed into a stepping stone for growth. In this way, Focusing on your personal journey becomes a powerful antidote to the negativity you may encounter. It empowers you to rise above the fray and remain committed to your aspirations, reinforcing the notion that your life is a reflection of your choices. As you invest in yourself and your legacy, you set an example for others, demonstrating that it's possible to maintain integrity and dignity in the face of adversity. Ultimately, this focus creates a fulfilling and meaningful life, one where respect and personal growth flourish hand in hand. Choosing to stay quiet after experiencing disrespect ultimately empowers you to control your narrative and responses, reinforcing your self-worth. In a world where reactions are often dictated by emotions, the ability to maintain composure and silence can set you apart as someone who understands the value of self-control and emotional intelligence. When you refuse to engage in a negative exchange, you reclaim the power that might otherwise be surrendered to the disrespectful behavior of others. This choice demonstrates that you are not a victim of circumstances, rather, you are an active participant in how you respond to them. By maintaining your dignity, you assert that you will not allow others to dictate your feelings or undermine your self-esteem. This self-empowerment is a crucial aspect of emotional resilience, allowing you to navigate challenges with grace and confidence. Staying quiet can also serve as a protective measure for your mental health. Engaging in conflict often leads to heightened stress, anxiety, and emotional fatigue. By choosing silence, you create a buffer against the negativity that disrespect can bring. This protective strategy allows you to preserve your peace of mind and mental clarity, enabling you to focus on the things that truly matter in your life. Moreover, this approach cultivates a sense of inner strength. Each time you choose silence over retaliation, you reinforce your ability to rise above adversity. This practice fosters resilience, making it easier to handle future challenges with a composed demeanor. The more you exercise this self-control, the more it becomes a part of your identity. You learn to respond to life's difficulties with a sense of empowerment, rather than feeling overwhelmed by them. In addition, staying quiet in the face of disrespect can lead to deeper self-reflection. It provides an opportunity to evaluate the situation, your emotions, and the actions of others without the noise of immediate conflict. This reflective practice helps you gain insights into your triggers and responses, allowing you to develop strategies for handling similar situations more effectively in the future. It encourages personal growth and self-awareness, which are essential components of emotional maturity. Finally, choosing silence reinforces the importance of self-worth. It sends a clear message to yourself and others that you value your dignity and peace over engaging in negative exchanges. This commitment to self-respect encourages healthier relationships, as it sets a standard for how you expect to be treated. In turn, this can inspire those around you to approach their interactions with greater respect and consideration. Ultimately, staying quiet after experiencing disrespect empowers you to control your narrative and assert your self-worth. It allows you to navigate life with dignity and grace, prioritizing your emotional well-being while fostering a culture of respect in your relationships. This practice reinforces the idea that true strength lies not in reacting to every provocation, but in maintaining your composure and focusing on what truly matters in your life. By embracing this mindset, you not only enhance your personal resilience, but also inspire others to uphold similar values, creating a more respectful and understanding environment for everyone. Choosing to stay quiet after experiencing disrespect ultimately empowers you to control your narrative and responses, reinforcing your self-worth. In a fast-paced world that often glorifies immediate reactions and emotional outbursts, exercising restraint can be a powerful act of self-affirmation. The choice to remain silent signifies that you are not a passive participant in your life. Instead, you are actively defining how you want to engage with others and the kind of energy you allow into your space. When faced with disrespect, the instinct to react defensively can be strong. However, opting for silence instead of confrontation allows you to step back and gain perspective. This decision highlights a profound understanding that you are not obliged to respond to negativity. By maintaining your composure, you effectively reclaim the narrative of the situation. demonstrating that you control your reactions, emotions, and how you choose to respond to the actions of others. This sense of agency is empowering. It allows you to rise above the situation rather than become ensnared in a cycle of negativity. Moreover, silence can be a strategic response. In many situations, responding to disrespect can escalate tensions or result in a cycle of hurtful exchanges. By choosing to stay quiet, you prevent the situation from spiraling out of control, preserving the integrity of your own emotions and maintaining a level of dignity that speaks volumes about your character. This measured response not only protects your mental health but also sets a tone for the interaction. People may start to recognize that engaging in conflict with you is unlikely to yield the reactions they desire, which can lead to healthier dynamics in your relationships. In the realm of personal growth, the practice of remaining silent serves as a critical lesson in emotional regulation. Each instance where you choose silence over reaction contributes to your overall emotional intelligence, enabling you to navigate future conflicts with greater ease and composure. This skill is not merely about suppressing your feelings, rather, it involves the ability to acknowledge your emotions, understand their significance, and decide how best to respond in alignment with your values. Over time, this practice cultivates a strong foundation of self-awareness, allowing you to discern when engagement is necessary and when silence is the more powerful option. Furthermore, staying quiet allows for a period of reflection. In moments of silence, you can evaluate the situation, understand your triggers, and consider the motivations behind the disrespect. This reflective practice is invaluable. It fosters greater self-awareness and helps you articulate your feelings more clearly when you eventually decide to address the situation or similar issues in the future. Instead of being reactive, you can approach conflicts with a thoughtful strategy, equipping yourself to engage in more meaningful dialogues when the time is right. Ultimately, choosing silence in the face of disrespect reinforces your self-worth. It sends a clear message to yourself and those around you that you value your dignity and peace over engaging in trivial conflicts. This commitment to self-respect not only empowers you but also encourages healthier relationships. By establishing clear boundaries regarding how you wish to be treated, you inspire others to uphold similar values in their interactions. In this way, silence becomes a tool for self-empowerment. Each time you choose not to react negatively, you strengthen your emotional foundation and demonstrate resilience in the face of adversity. You reclaim your narrative, ensuring that you remain the author of your own story rather than letting others dictate your emotional state. Ultimately, the choice to stay quiet after disrespect is a powerful declaration of self-worth and emotional intelligence. It allows you to navigate life's challenges with grace and dignity, while fostering a culture of respect and understanding. Embracing this mindset not only enhances your personal resilience, but also sets an example for others, encouraging them to respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. In this way, you contribute to a more positive and respectful environment, paving the way for deeper connections and a more fulfilling life. Choosing to stay quiet after experiencing disrespect ultimately empowers you to control your narrative and responses, reinforcing your self-worth. In an age where instant reactions are often seen as the norm, exercising the power of silence becomes an act of self-assertion. This choice conveys a strong message: you are the one in control of your emotional state, not the person trying to provoke you. When you decide not to engage with negativity, you are consciously choosing to prioritize your own peace of mind and emotional well-being over the need to respond to every slight. When faced with disrespect, the natural impulse is often to defend oneself or retaliate. However, taking a moment to breathe and choosing silence instead can transform the interaction entirely. This decision reflects a deep understanding that your response defines the narrative. By not reacting immediately, you send a signal that you will not allow someone else's negativity to dictate your feelings or actions. In essence, you assert that their disrespect does not hold power over you, allowing you to rise above the situation and maintain your dignity. Moreover, maintaining silence can act as a shield against further disrespect. Engaging in confrontation often invites more conflict, drawing you deeper into a cycle of negativity that can be emotionally draining. By walking away or remaining silent, you protect yourself from escalating tension and potential emotional fallout. This strategy fosters an environment where you can think clearly and remain grounded, rather than being swept away by the emotional current of the situation. Staying quiet also opens the door for introspection and personal growth. In the moments of silence, you have the opportunity to process your emotions and reflect on the situation without the noise of immediate confrontation. This reflective space is invaluable. It enables you to understand not only your feelings, but also the motivations behind the disrespectful behavior of others. Instead of reacting impulsively, you gain insight that can inform your future interactions. This practice encourages emotional intelligence, allowing you to navigate similar situations with a more composed and thoughtful approach. Furthermore, your choice to remain silent can serve as an inspiration for others. When people observe someone handling disrespect with poise and dignity, it sets a powerful example. Your actions can encourage those around you to adopt a similar mindset, fostering a culture of respect and consideration. By showing that silence can be a form of strength, you promote healthier interactions and contribute to a more positive environment for everyone involved. This choice also reinforces a vital lesson about boundaries. When you choose silence, you are establishing a boundary that communicates your unwillingness to engage in disrespectful exchanges. This boundary is crucial for maintaining healthy relationships. By making it clear that you will not tolerate disrespect, you encourage others to think twice before treating you or anyone else in a similar manner. Your silence becomes a declaration of your values, reinforcing the importance of mutual respect in all interactions. In addition, embracing silence in these moments helps to cultivate a profound sense of inner strength. Each time you decide to hold your tongue instead of retaliating, you are reinforcing your ability to maintain control over your emotions and reactions. This practice fosters resilience, teaching you that true strength lies not in reacting but in responding thoughtfully. Over time, this skill builds a robust foundation of emotional stability, allowing you to face future challenges with greater confidence. Ultimately, the act of choosing silence in the face of disrespect is a powerful affirmation of self-worth and emotional mastery. It allows you to navigate life with dignity, prioritizing your emotional health while inspiring others to reflect on their behavior. This practice fosters a deeper understanding of yourself and your values, paving the way for healthier relationships and more fulfilling interactions. In a world often dominated by noise and negativity, your ability to stay quiet in the face of disrespect becomes a profound testament to your character. It reflects a commitment to living authentically, valuing your peace of mind above all else. By embracing this approach, you not only enhance your own resilience, but also contribute to a culture of respect, understanding, and dignity that can positively impact everyone around you. Through your actions, you create a legacy of strength and composure that inspires others to engage with the world in a more thoughtful and respectful manner. In conclusion, choosing to stay quiet after experiencing disrespect is not merely a passive response. It is a powerful affirmation of self-worth, emotional intelligence, and resilience. In a world where reactions are often driven by impulse, the ability to exercise restraint reflects a profound strength of character. By reclaiming your narrative and prioritizing your peace of mind, you establish boundaries that communicate your values and expectations. Silence in the face of disrespect allows you to rise above negativity, protecting your emotional well-being while fostering an environment of respect. Each moment you choose composure over confrontation serves as an opportunity for introspection and growth, empowering you to navigate future challenges with greater ease and confidence. Moreover, your actions can inspire those around you, encouraging a culture of mutual respect and understanding. Ultimately, embracing silence empowers you to control your responses, reinforces your dignity, and enriches your relationships. It is a testament to the belief that true strength lies not in engaging with every provocation, but in choosing how to respond with grace and wisdom. As you walk this path, remember that your ability to maintain silence in the face of disrespect is a reflection of your commitment to living authentically and honorably. In this way, you create a legacy that resonates with strength, respect, and an unwavering sense of self. Staying quiet after being disrespected gives us the opportunity to evaluate the situation. Is this person worth our energy? Is this a battle we want to engage in? Often we find that the answer is no. The reality is that not every insult or slight deserves our response. By not engaging, we preserve our dignity and our peace. We show that we are above the pettiness and negativity that may surround us. We are acknowledging that our time and energy are too valuable to waste on unworthy provocations. Moreover, silence can be a powerful statement in itself. When we refuse to respond to disrespect, We convey a message: I value myself too much to lower my standards for this interaction. This speaks volumes about our character and self-worth. It demonstrates that we have a clear understanding of what we deserve and that we refuse to let anyone diminish our value through their disrespectful behavior. Let's not forget the long-term benefits of choosing silence in these situations. Every time we stay quiet after being disrespected, we train ourselves to be resilient. We learn to step back and analyze rather than react impulsively. We become more adept at handling conflicts with grace and composure. Each moment of silence fortifies our emotional intelligence, enabling us to navigate future challenges with wisdom and strength. In the grand scheme of things, silence often speaks louder than words. It creates an aura of confidence and self-assuredness. People notice when someone chooses not to engage in the drama that surrounds them and commands respect. Others may be drawn to our calmness and strength, recognizing that we refuse to be dragged down by negativity. Choosing silence can also provide us with clarity. In those moments of stillness, we can reflect on our values and beliefs, reminding ourselves of who we are and what we stand for. This self-reflection can lead to personal growth, enabling us to respond to similar situations in the future with even greater poise and confidence. So, the next time you find yourself in a situation where you feel disrespected, remember this: your response is a reflection of you, not them. Choose to stay quiet. Use that moment to reflect on your self-worth and the impact you want to have. In that silence, you will find your power, your dignity, and your true strength. By mastering the art of silence in the face of disrespect, we not only protect ourselves, but also set a standard for how we wish to be treated in the future. Disrespect can come in many forms, whether it's a rude comment from a colleague, a dismissive remark from a friend, or an insult from a stranger. Our instinct might be to retaliate, to defend our honor, and to respond with equal intensity. However, I encourage you to consider that the most powerful response may not always be a loud one. Staying quiet in the face of disrespect allows us to maintain control over our emotions. When we respond impulsively, we risk getting drawn into a cycle of negativity that rarely leads to a productive outcome. In that moment of anger or hurt, taking a step back and choosing silence can prevent escalation. We can pause to collect our thoughts, ensuring our next move is one that reflects our values rather than our wounded pride. Silence can be a form of strength. When we choose not to respond, we send a message that we refuse to let someone else dictate our feelings. We demonstrate maturity and emotional intelligence. In doing so, we communicate to the world around us that our self-worth is not dependent on the opinions or actions of others. Moreover, silence offers us a unique opportunity for reflection. Instead of reacting, we can take the time to evaluate the situation. Is this person worth our energy? Is this a momentary lapse in judgment, or is it part of a larger pattern of behavior? This reflection empowers us to make more informed decisions about how we wish to engage moving forward. By choosing silence, we also protect our emotional well-being. Engaging in conflict can be draining, both mentally and physically. Each time we respond to disrespect, we expend energy that could be better spent on things that truly matter: our goals, our passions, and our relationships with those who uplift and respect us. In addition, staying quiet can lead to personal growth. Each time we practice restraint, we strengthen our ability to handle conflicts with grace and poise. We build emotional resilience, equipping ourselves to navigate future challenges more effectively. Silence teaches us that we have the power to choose our responses and that we can emerge from difficult situations with our dignity intact. Let's also acknowledge that silence can be a powerful form of communication. When we don't engage with disrespect, we set a standard for how we expect to be treated. Our behavior can inspire others to reflect on their own actions. It sends a clear message: we will not tolerate disrespect, and we are above the pettiness that may surround us. In closing, I urge you all to reflect on your responses to disrespect. Each encounter offers an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. The next time you find yourself faced with disrespect, remember that your response is a reflection of you, not of the person disrespecting you. Take a moment to pause, breathe, and consider the strength found in silence. By mastering this art, we protect our peace, affirm our self-worth, and ultimately command the respect we deserve. In conclusion, staying quiet after disrespect is not a sign of weakness. It is a powerful testament to our strength, resilience, and self-respect. By choosing silence, we take control of our emotions and protect our inner peace. We send a clear message that we refuse to let negativity define us, while also providing ourselves with the opportunity to reflect and grow. Remember, every encounter with disrespect is a chance to assert our values and set a standard for how we wish to be treated. By mastering the art of silence, we not only empower ourselves but also inspire others to engage in more respectful interactions. Let us all strive to embrace silence as a powerful tool, one that can lead to deeper understanding, greater self-awareness, and ultimately a more respectful and harmonious environment for everyone. Thank you for your attention, and let's carry the strength of silence with us in our lives.